Today, I feel a little prettier. I walk with my shoulders back and my head held high. Why might that be, you ask? Today is International Women's Day. The middle of February is the perfect time to go ice fishing, and that is exactly what a number of fishermen did. Apparently, the star power of Taylor Swift was just too much, and the city of Arlington is ready for liftoff. Relativity Space is set to launch the world's first ever 3D printed rocket. The mission, named Good Luck and Have Fun. Research will be conducted using Kelber's chemistry equipment and Zhang's mechanical engineering lab at Discovery Park. The White House is ramping up efforts to expand access to electric vehicles in the U.S. After violent storms ripped across the South this weekend, killing 26 and injuring dozens more, the communities hit the hardest are beginning the long road to recovery. To be honest, I have no clue. I walk outside, I see what it feels like, I come back inside because the weather app has failed me time and time again. That really sounds nice. We aren't off, but for somebody that is off, you could spend a little more time with your family, read a book outside. There really are a lot of options. I don't know about you, that sounds great.
Oh yeah,
I'm a chocolate girl, so I wouldn't mind trying something new.
That's right. According to a police report that was filed Monday, one mom claimed that her teenage daughter was assaulted by some kids at a trampoline park. September being Suicide Prevention Month and the rise of suicide rates in Denton, we wanted to spotlight the real-world scenarios and resources available in the Denton community.
The purpose of the Lost Team is to support suicide survivors. So a suicide survivor is someone who has lost someone to suicide.
Jordan further explained that suicide holds a great stigma still, and until we are able to openly address it, this will continue to be a public health issue.
There's a lot of pressures with college, and if you don't have a good support system behind you, if you don't know of mental health resources around you, it just makes it that much harder for yourself.
I had the privilege to speak with Cameron Ross, a junior at the university, as he shared his story on his battle with self-harm.
At a young age, I felt kind of alone. I was scared. Even though I truly wasn't alone, I had people to talk to. It's just how I felt because growing up, I had nobody really to talk to like that.
Cam says 2 things aided in the process of his recovery from negative thoughts: a newfound spiritual faith and asking for help.
Like me, for instance, talking to somebody about how I feel, that's a huge change. Yeah. Don't be scared of change. Don't be scared to open up about how you feel. Don't think that you're weak because you're talking to somebody about how you truly feel.
Both Cameron and Jordan encourage every student to utilize the tools put in place to help them.
If you can't find that person, I'm that person. Come talk to me because I want to help you. I want you to feel how I'm feeling, loving life, living for every moment that I can.
That's what Suicide Prevention Month should be about, is not being afraid to share your story, whether that be, you've attempted or you've lost someone to suicide. It should be a time for the community to come together as one to address the issue of suicide.
The Suicide Crisis Lifeline number is 988. They are available 24/7. You can text 988 or chat online at 988lifeline.org.
It's a really fun time.
Living on campus is a vital part of the college experience. But can the University of North Texas offer that to every single one of its 40,000 plus students? Christine McCarver, a UNT junior, is experiencing on-campus housing for the first time while also being a resident hall assistant at West Hall.
Living on campus has been interesting. I'm enjoying meeting new people and kind of missing out on the experience I had when I came in 2020. And it's really beneficial because it's really bringing me out of my shell.
An increase in freshmen on campus not only changes the population, but it also affects the students who already attend this university.
Now it seems like the university really only cares about the freshmen, and there doesn't really seem to be any plan to help mediate that, additional transportation for students that don't have cars, which is why they're choosing to live on campus, or 1 or 2 washers that are broken, so that's 1 or 2 less we can use, and now I have to sit and wait.
With the focus seeming to be solely on freshmen, students are beginning to feel the uneasiness of being an upperclassman.
I've had some sophomore friends who wanted to stay on campus their sophomore year but weren't able to. They got denied because they turned the upper class residence halls into freshman residence halls. And I feel like that's not really fair.
Igosa, now going into his senior year, says it hurts to see the upperclassmen pushed to the side.
I feel like there's other sophomores or juniors or even seniors, in my case, that still wants to stay on campus that probably can't afford off-campus housing. All they can afford is like on-campus housing. And for them to not even have that option is really kind of like sad.
With UNT continuing to break its enrollment count every semester, students are starting to wonder, will this increase be better for students as a whole, or is UNT only focused on the numbers?